Welcome back to another episode of After the License, the podcast where we help real estate agents build their business. I'm your host, Jeff Bittner. As always, if you're listening to the podcast, make sure you check out our YouTube channel because not only do we have YouTube specific videos, we have some great links in the description that you might want to check out, like a free resource on how to build your database and your sphere of influence, among a few other things. Today, let's talk about open houses, a fantastic way for not only new real estate agents, but experienced real estate agents as well to build their buyer clientele. A lot of new agents specifically think that open houses have to be held by the listing agent, and that's just not the case. Now, you're going to want to check with your broker, whatever brokerage you're at, and talk to them about how can I start to hold open houses, because open houses allow you to do a couple things. A, it allows you to start having real estate related conversations. When you hold an open house, and even if just the neighbors pop by, you can start to meet people, you can start to interact with them, and you can start to have real estate related conversations, which I think is just so important in the beginning steps of getting your license. Not only can you start to have those real estate related conversations, but you might actually generate a few buyer leads. We all know, or a lot of people know, that open houses don't always sell that particular listing, but you might get people who are looking to buy. And if you can find a way to show you're knowledgeable, show you're friendly, show you're a good person to work with, and show them that you're willing to work with them, you might be able to pick up some buyer clients. So here's some tips and tricks for open houses. The first one is talk to people in your office. Again, make sure this works with your brokerage and maybe figure out what the brokerage policy is. But for a lot of brokerages, if another agent in your office has a listing, you can hold it open. What I would recommend is find a listing in a hot area in your city or your town. Find one in a good price point that's maybe at the average price point or just above the average price point in a desirable neighborhood, and ask them to hold it open. I just had Kenji Ignacio on my podcast. I'll put a link to that interview in the description, but he would go out and he would do open houses, and he would get one scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, and he would try and secure that open house by Monday or the end of Tuesday, because what that allowed him to do is then go and actually door knock, if you want to door knock to people in that neighborhood, or you can do things like postcards or Facebook ads, or just even a simple Facebook Live in your office or in that neighborhood saying, hey, we're doing an open house here in a couple of days. We might have some cookies, we might have some sparkling waters or whatever that looks like, and come stop by, come take a look at this great new listing. It has these features. What this open house can allow you to do is actually be a jumping off point where you can have real estate related conversations with the neighbors and with people in your database and your sphere of influence. And additionally, it actually shows people who are connected to you on social media, or if you send out like a database email or something, that you're doing real estate related activities. I think that's something that a lot of new agents struggle with. Is they're brand new and they feel like, hey, I'm brand new, I'm not doing real estate stuff, but no one will give me a chance because I'm not doing real estate stuff. Well, hold open houses, give yourself an opportunity to actually generate some of those buyer leads through the open house, but also use it as a jumping off point to show the world, hey, I sell real estate. This is what I'm doing. I'm spending my Saturday working this open house at this listing. A lot of times they're not going to know that it's not your listing. They're going to think it's part of your job, part of your day-to-day, and it's going to kind of build up your credibility. So if you're a new real estate agent, or if you're just a real estate agent and some business has slowed for you, consider looking at open houses. Find a great listing in a great city or town near you. Talk to the listing agent. Again, most of the time, as long as they're a part of your brokerage, if you can get permission from the listing agent, they'll let you hold that listing open. And it's a great way to not only increase your exposure, potentially get some buyer leads. Okay, guys, that's all we have for today. I'll catch you next time.